Let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. The money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back. Run it back. Run it, run it, run it back. Run it back.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023, a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was the defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year and the other 3 teams in their division did, Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Being chased out. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Play fake. Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jonathan Allen forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Set.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And McLaurin, the motion man right. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Brissett going to move him around here. Samuel in motion. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Samuel in motion.
19. Go.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Steps away to his left. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Samuel in motion. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Go.
Once more, Gibson. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 49 yards rushing so far. This is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, check. Go.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Go.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Kill. Hey, check. Go.
Here's Brissett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to have it here just past the 25.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Buying time to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Hollywood Brown was not in theater as part of his debut season in Arizona, missing 5 games and crossing just 700 yards. We'll see if a regime change is what gets Brown back over 1,000 yards and to that next gear beyond. Good play there to pick up the first.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Murray running left. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try to come up with something on 3rd down.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, kill. Hey, off.
Brissett sets to throw it. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
19, set. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return, Johnson. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman,
so
ready with our
these
EA
coaching
Sports
staffs
halftime
likely making
report.
plenty of adjustments.
Coach,
after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Brissett going to move them around here. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. There he goes, right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Gibson with the solid pickup there, and the Commanders love using his ability in a variety of roles. Led the team with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards in 2022. He can run it and catch it out of the backfield.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's got room. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A give running right, Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Brissett. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Middle. Rattle.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Samuel in motion. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Got it. Go.
One more time with Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. An even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, kill.
Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll go again with Herbert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Herbert powering up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after the ice is down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Samuel in motion. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. B.J. Ojulari able to make the stop. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Brissett's throw complete to Dotson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A handoff for Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Brissett going to move him around here. Samuel in motion. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will have a Commanders 1st down, and that should just about do it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. This is 1st and 10.
Green.
Back to throw. Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they need a touchdown. And here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50. But that one falls incomplete.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
Oh, what a play, but he couldn't get out of bounds. And you've got no timeouts. They've got to get to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season